to you these things I do because of you, because of you. Whoa, whoa.
Mr. Morella?
Hey, my boy, my son.
Ah, yes. Will you be doing that every time we meet, Mr. Morella?
Of course. Now you're family. You're going to marry my daughter.
Yes. Talking of Lucia, I wonder if I might have a word with her.
The beautiful flower calls the hummingbird to drink her nectar.
Yeah, something like that. Alone, if possible.
Sure. Anytime. Now you're engaged. Love and death. This is life.
Mustn't forget the death part, must we? Is she in there? See? All right, Lucia, what are you playing at?
I'm not playing at anything.
No? Just give me a flower, she says. Doesn't mean anything, she says. Not bloody much it doesn't. I'm proposing without even knowing it.
Well, you didn't say anything at the time.
Well, I couldn't, could I? I was pinned to the floor under a scrum of your kissing relatives. And then I was pinned to the wall by your two giant brothers saying things like, "Are you a spectre or else?"
Oh, they don't mean any harm.
No, not to you they don't, Lucia. Right, now come on, you've had your fun. Go and tell your mum and dad that it was all a big joke. Why?
I've got to get away from this family of mine. They're stifling me. I'm not old Sicilian. I've got to get out.
Lucia, I am not an escape tunnel.
I'd make you a good wife.
I don't want a good wife.
I'm a good cook. I'd keep the house spotless.
We are not going to have a house.
And when the children come along, I'll be a good mother.
Oh, how many of them they're going to be? 15?
As many as you like.
None.
I'm fond of you, Jacko.
Oh, thanks.
And I have a very passionate nature. You know that.
Yes, I have noticed that, Lucia, but that is no basis either. You can't expect a bloke to lie there and think, "Ooh, lovely," when he's been tricked into marriage in the first place. Now, please, come on. Right, well, I've had enough of this childish conversation.
I made a lovely cake today.
Oh, did you? Well, eat it yourself.
Stupidi! Ho detto non marcia! Allora, portagli i piedi! Non marcia! Portagli i piedi! Io devo farlo!
Look, excuse me, Miss Morello. I wonder if I could have a word. A very serious word.
Just a minute, Jacko.
Oh, look, I told you the hoist is broken. Don't be babies! Lift the stones off the lorry.
That granite?
Yes. I'm sorry about that, Jacko. What is the serious thing you want to say?
You know, Mr. Morello, I've completely forgotten. All right, clever clogs. What would you have done? Spoken up like George Washington and been turned into a granite sandwich?
No. I wouldn't have been there in the first place. I'd have been at home with my wife.
Playing with your Lego, presumably.
Oh, what do you about that family till I was blue in the face? An alarmist, you call me?
So now you're doing the I told you so, are you?
Yeah, I told you so.
Jean!
I can't get over the nerve of this Lucia.
Neither can I.
Fancy coming up with a scheme like that.
Well, I agree with you, Jean.
Fancy expecting to get away with it.
Are you listening to this? Eh? This is my sister talking sense, this is. Go on. Go on, fancy expecting to get away with it.
But she has. Unless you fancy ending up in hospital with all your bones broken.
Is that it?
Yeah, by and large, yeah.
Oh, well, you're a fat lot of good you are.
Anyone seen a little yellow door?
You should go and live in Legoland, you should. And take her with you.
Don't turn on us just because you're up to your neck in it.
Well, I could expect at least a little bit of sympathy.
No, you couldn't. Don't get involved with the mafia, is what I said.
They are not.
Well, they might as well be the size of those brothers.
You just couldn't resist the challenge, could you? She was so protected by her family, Lucia. So hard to get at. And And the harder she was to get at, the harder you tried to get at her. Well, you got her. And she's got you. And it serves you right, if you ask me. He's been heading for this since he was 6 years old.
There's not an ounce of feeling left in you, Gene.
Oh, I found the door.
Oh, well, that's solved everything, that has, hasn't it? That's made all my problems pale into insignificance. Oh, I'm going out.
I think I'll have a bath.
Yeah.
Now, when you open the champagne, don't turn the place into a shooting gallery. Ease the cork out.
I know how to open champagne, thank you.
Well, I just hope you do.
I just said I did.
I think we should be a bit kinder to Paulette, Leslie. She's a very sensitive girl.
I'm the sensitive one here.
Well, I'm the most sensitive.
Look, all I'm trying to do is make sure that your customers get the proper service. Your important customers.
You pulled in some more knobs?
I do wish you wouldn't use that expression. They're croquet people.
Croquet knobs, eh? I've come down very heavily on her about that, Paulette.
Thank you, Rocky.
It affects my breathing when you call me Rocky.
Does it, Rocky?
I'll take you shopping tomorrow.
Oh, no, this has got to stop. You keep buying me things.
Oh, I'm loaded.
I know. But someone who didn't know what I'm beginning to feel for you could simply put me down as a gold digger.
I'd kill whoever said that. He's not in here, is he?
No, people.
What are you beginning to feel for me, Paulette?
Sensations.
Blimey, I'm taking you shopping.
I don't need a fur coat.
Haven't you got one?
No.
Well, you're having one.
Yes, Rocky.
You want to cheer up a bit, Jacko.
Why?
Because people looking through the window and seeing your miserable mush will think you're not having a good time.
I'm not.
Well, I know that, but it's nothing I've done, is it? I mean, couldn't you feel rotten and still smile out the window?
What's in crying on the inside, laughing on the outside at the same time, you mean?
Yeah, if you like. You haven't thought of anything, then?
I've thought of strangling Lucia.
Just a minute, just a minute.
Here, you're not constipated, are you?
No, I'm getting an idea.
Oh dear, are you?
Something's happened to my brain recently. Perhaps it's not having to worry about the brewery all the time. Do you know, I've got ideas just queuing up to get out of my mouth.
All right, Elmo, come on, let's have it.
Right. You get Mr. Morella round here for a drink, right?
Right.
Then all of a sudden the door opens and in walks 20 kids.
20 kids?
And they all come up to you and they say, "Good night, Daddy. Good night, Daddy. Good night, Daddy. Good night, Daddy."
Elmo! You don't have to say it 20 times.
Well, there's 20 kids.
Yes, I know. Look, we'll take the good night daddies as read. Right, now why?
'Cause Mr. Morella says, "Crambo, what's all this?"
Says what?
He says, "Crambo, what's all this?" And you say, "Oh, didn't I tell you? I've got 20 kids."
I'm not old enough.
6 sets of quads, that's 20.
No, but go on.
Sorry, 18. Anyway, the upshot of it is, Mr. Morella is so disgusted he won't let you marry his daughter.
Mr. Morella doesn't wonder why my 20 kids walk all the way round to your wine bar to say good night to me.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. They're already here. They're staying the night with their Uncle Elmo. We deck 'em out in little pyjamas and teddy bears.
I don't know what to say, Elmo.
Well, you think about it, mate. It's a bloody brilliant idea.
Look, Elmo, in the first place, Mr. Morella's not... I love you, Elmo.
You all right, Rocky?
Yeah, I'm trying to think how you get 20 kids.
Look who's here, eh?
Jacko, our boy.
Yes, hello,
our
Mrs. Morella.
son.
Yes.
Lucia is upstairs doing the VAT for the business.
I will call her.
Well, actually, it's you I wanted to have a word with.
What can our mother tell you?
Well, it's Mr. Morella, more precisely, and it's of a rather delicate nature.
That's the trouble with this house. There's nowhere where the men can be alone. I will go up and see if Grandma wants anything.
She's not ill, is she?
No, she's watching American football.
She's a big Washington Redskins fan.
Oh, Vincenti and Salvatore aren't in, are they?
No, they're at bodybuilding classes.
Oh, good.
So, Jacko, sit down.
Right, thanks.
A glass of wine?
Not for me, Mr. Morella. No, thank you, no.
You're not yourself. You sound very serious.
Well, I am serious, Mr. Morella. I've got something to tell you, and when I've told you, I'm afraid, well, you might not want me as a son-in-law anymore.
Oh, dear.
I have a past, you see. And not to put too fine a point on it, I've known quite a few women.
Yes?
Well, when I say known, I mean...
Yes?
Well, when I say quite a few, I mean quite a lot, really.
Hundreds?
No.
Why are you telling me this?
Well, doesn't it throw a different light on things? I mean, me being your son-in-law.
Listen, my son. Now I am going to tell you something. In my young days in Sicily, I was known as Il Portalettere.
What's that then?
The postman. You understand me? I knocked on many doors.
Yeah. But as Lucia's father, doesn't it make you disapprove of me?
I'm proud of you! What do you think I want for my daughter? Some innocent who knows nothing about women?
Good night, Mr. Morella.
Good night, my young postman.
I was listening.
Oh.
You little rascal!
Would you like some more coffee?
No, thanks, Leslie.
Liqueurs of any sort?
No, thanks, Leslie.
Will you be in tonight, Mummy?
No.
I'm taking your mama to Covent Garden.
I see. I'll get the bill.
Your daughter doesn't approve of me, does she?
I do.
I must get back to work. Shall I walk you back to the office?
No, thanks. I'll stroll back later.
See you tonight, then, huh? Ciao, Veronica. Thank you for lunch.
Ciao, Marcello.
I see he's left you to pay the bill.
He'd never do for you, would he?
I've never been so embarrassed in all my life. The two of you pawing each other all lunchtime.
We held hands over coffee and he kissed me goodbye.
Well, you shouldn't.
At my age?
Yes.
I'm afraid it gets worse, Leslie. Marcello and I are going on holiday together.
Holiday? You can't.
Oh, yes, we can.
Well, you won't expect me to believe you're taking single rooms, will you?
Don't be silly. Of course not.
But you're my mother.
Be happy for me, then.
Well, how can I be? It's absurd. A woman of your age. You'll make a complete fool of yourself. This could end in grief, you know.
Anything else?
Yes. What about me? Everybody knowing that my mother's gone off with some gigolo. All you're thinking of is yourself.
Yes, I flipping well am, and about time too. All I've done for what seems like the last century is look after other people. Your father, you. Well, now I'm going to look after me. I'm not ready to vegetate, Leslie. When I enter my dotage, I want to do it with a smile on my face, because I'll finally have done some living. I have left a tip, by the way.
And where have you been?
Rocky took me shopping.
Who did Rocky?
Does she look lovely? It's not real fur, of course, because Paulette is a very big naturist.
Yes, can you get changed and give me a hand?
No.
I beg your pardon?
Paulette is never going to work again. I'll get you a new girl.
And what's wrong with Paulette?
Well, I've just discovered that she was a very sickly child, and she could get a reaction if she keeps humping things about.
I don't know how it came out.
Really?
Oh, look! There's another table over there that hasn't been cleared.
I don't know. Jacko skated on thin ice before, but this time he's really gone through it.
And waiting below the murky waters is a killer whale called Lucia. I went and saw her dad last night, you know.
Why? What for?
Well, Jacko thought if he could blacken his own character, he might get away with just getting slung out of the house and told never to return. You know, the multitude of women he's had dalliance with. Result?
Mr. Morella likes him even more.
How do you know?
Because the day has not yet arrived when a man can blacken his character by telling another man of all the women he's had.
I'd never boast about that.
Well, you couldn't, could you? You've only ever been out with Jean.
You don't know that, Sandra.
I do. Jean told me.
It's Veronica, Corinne.
Yes, why?
Can I have a word, Veronica?
Yeah, of course.
Look, I expect you've heard about this little scrape I'm in at the moment.
I heard about this huge scrape you're in.
Well, it is serious. Either I marry Lucia or I get murdered. Please, Veronica, you could help me.
If it's legal, I'll do it.
Well, what I was wondering was whether you could ask Marcello to intercede on my behalf. I know it's asking a lot.
It's not asking a lot, Jacko.
Oh, good.
It's asking altogether too much.
I see.
Something like that could cause lines to be drawn in that family, and I might not find myself on the wrong side of one. I'm not prepared to risk losing Marcello. We're having a very nice time.
I see.
Call me selfish.
No, you're entitled to be. Well, you know what this means, don't you? I could end up as your nephew.
If there's anything else I could do...
Well, you could take me paddling on Sunday mornings. I'd still get it.
Don't be daft. Of course they wouldn't.
Get who? You. Who? The International Brotherhood of Morellas. They've already got me.
Well, they wouldn't if you weren't even in the country, Jacko.
What?
The answer. It's so simple. If you're not around, they can't do anything to you.
What, emigrate, you mean?
Well, not permanently. Without you, the whole thing will blow over in a year. Less, I don't know. Lucia might get her hooks into some other poor soul.
Yeah, it's a thought, isn't it? They'd find you wherever you went.
You've got no ties. The world is your oyster.
I've always had a yen to visit Tahiti.
I wonder why.
Culture. They'd have someone there. He'd be this insignificant-looking bloke behind the counter in the Go-Gang gift shop. Then, one phone call from London. I shan't be telling the Morellas I'm going to Tahiti, stupid. Nevertheless. Now, I think you've cracked it, Sandra. Out, away, problem solved. No more Big Brother is watching you. No more granite sandwiches. Thanks, Sandra. That's what you call a best friend, that is. Get us a lager, Leslie.
Ultimately, I will. I'm very busy.
Gorge your ear. I'd have looked a right fool if you hadn't turned up.
Well, you had a bet with someone?
No, I've got something to show you, Paulette.
Come on, in you come.
Why? Well, plan. I mean, they got to know who the right bloke is, right? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Goodnight, Daddy!
You're beyond belief, Elmo.
I know.
Where did you get them all from?
All over. Wasn't easy. All the mothers held out for 10 quid a kid. Once they're stuffing themselves silly in my kitchen.
Oh, dear.
What?
The plan's off, Elmo.
Well, you might have told me. You're sorry. Get him out of here, Paulette.
Oh, I am sorry, Elmo.
20 teddy bears I bought specially. 20 teddy bears I bought. Here, you don't want 20 teddy bears, do you, Paulette?
Oh, no, thank you. I've already got a very special one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's the only teddy bear I need. It's big and Soft and cuddly.
What's his name?
Elmo Rocky Putney.
I'm sorry if I was snappy. I'm fed up.
You spend most of your life being fed up, Leslie.
Yes, well, why didn't Elmo want those children to say goodnight, Daddy?
Oh, it's a long story. One of Elmo's more florid plans. He's trying to help me out with Lucia. Oh, you've heard about that, I assume?
Oh, yes. You've really done it this time.
No, I haven't. No, I've found the solution. I'm going to take off into the wild blue yonder until the dust settles.
Oh? Where?
Well, I don't know yet. There's a lot of the world I haven't seen, but the main thing is I'll be leaving all my problems behind me.
Elmo, I'm taking a break.
Who said you could?
I did.
All right, I'll confirm that.
What are you looking at me like that for?
Take me with you.
What?
Well, I've got some problems I'd like to leave behind as well. And I'm certainly not wanted here.
That is a duff idea, Leslie, and you know it.
Well, not necessarily.
We're like chalk and cheese.
There have been times when we've been egg and bacon.
Well, I'm not denying that we haven't had the occasional fry-up and thoroughly enjoyed it. But most of the time, Leslie, we are a disaster area.
And I think I know why. We've always had pressures from people around us here. Out there, it would be new and fresh.
And hard. It won't be Concord and five-star hotels. There won't be hot and cold running waiters. Insects won't go away just because you go, shh.
I know. Jacko, you once told me there was a nicer Leslie inside me trying to get out. Well, couldn't we give her a chance? You're tempted.
Only to a degree.
What degree?
About 30%.
How much?
80-90%.
VAT, does it? Yeah, that's right.
Look, Veronica, about this job.
Oh, yes, Jacko. It'll always be here for you when you get back. That's the least I can do.
Well, there's no need. I've changed my mind. I'm not going.
What? Well, what are you going to do then?
Oh, blimey, Leslie.
What's Leslie got to do with it?
Well, she was going to come with me, wasn't she?
You fool! When are you going to realise Leslie's no good for you? I'm sorry, Mrs. Bainbridge, but she's not.
I know that. It's funny, though.
What is?
For someone who's engaged to somebody else, you seem to be terribly possessive about what's best for Jacko.
I don't.
Here, hold up, Leslie.
Hello, Jacko.
Hello. Look, this going off into the wide blue yonder, it's off.
Oh, that's all right. I couldn't have gone anyway.
Why?
I met Hugo.
Oh. Have a word with your brother, Jean. He's gone completely round a twist.
What have you done now?
I've changed my mind. He's not going.
Oh, for goodness sake, Jacko. That's easily the best idea that anybody's come up with.
That's as may be, Jean. But if I decide to go to Tahiti or anywhere else in the world, I will go because I want to go, not because I'm being driven out.
I see. So what's the alternative? Send the entire Morella family to Tahiti?
No, I shall go round to Mr. Morella and I shall tell him that his daughter tricked me into the engagement. And if she says otherwise, she is a liar. Oh my God! I should have done it in the first place.
You'd still be in hospital if that's what you'd done in the first place.
Might not come to violence.
They've even got the headstones handy.
I'll have to risk that.
Look, Jacko, why don't you have some tea and think about it?
No. I'll better go now, before my bottle goes again.
No,
Look,
but I
Jacko, I am your best mate.
Well, I know that, Eric.
If it wasn't for Jean, I'd go with you.
I think you should.
No, there's no need, Eric. If I turn up with someone else, it might be mistaken as being provocative.
Yeah, there is that. There is that.
Right. Once more onto the breach, dear friends. Once more.
You know what the next line is, don't you?
What?
Or fill the wall up with our English dead.
Hello, Jacko.
Hello, chaps.
We've just been bodybuilding.
Have you really?
We should try it.
Yeah.
Come on, we're all going together.
You realize what you've said to me?
Oh, yes.
You realize what an insult to my family it is if you are lying?
Each and every one of you, Mr. Morella.
You realize we would be furious?
Well, that is an understatement, if anything.
Lucia?
See, Papa.
Stand there.
See, Papa.
Now, answer me truthfully. Did you trick this man into proposing marriage?
No, I didn't.
You might as well tell the truth, Lucia, because I'm not going to marry you, whatever happens.
Right, I did trick him.
What did you say?
I tricked him.
Lucia. Why?
Oh, Papa.
I'll tell you why, Mr. Morella. You're very nice people, all of you, very, very nice people, but you're living in a time warp. You come here to start a new life, but you bring all your old ways with you. Lucia, she's a modern young woman. You can't expect her to change every time she comes through the front door. You can't lock her away from a social life, because if you do, well, she'll try something even more stupid than what she tried with me. Just to get out.
Jacko? What do you say we have a glass of wine? No, I can't say I entirely agree with you about the old values, but maybe you've given me something to think about. Either way, it was brave of you to say it.
Well, it could have been suicidal.
I like you, Jacko. I'm sorry you're not going to be my son.
Ah, you're the first parent who's ever said that to me.
Most of them never catch you, eh? Did you make love to Lucia?
Mr. Morella.
No. You tell me to be modern, I'm trying. Don't I deserve the truth?
Yes, yes. Oh, I did, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now I will tell you something.
What's that then?
I'm not modern yet. You are my son again.
Because of you.